Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts 1 Let's Play series for my Unarmored playthrough. In this video, we are going to be completing the Atlantica world before we end the live stream. Now, just a quick little addendum for this world before we even really get started. It's very possible that we may have issues with copyright. I'm going to try and mute everything that is not a boss. And that is not a cutscene. And I'm doing this because I'm trying to avoid getting flagged for copyright. Every single time I stream this world, I always end up getting flagged. So, I really do apologize if it happens. And it looks like we are going to be having a tournament today as well. But if we do have an issue where my stream gets muted, well, if we have an issue where I unmute the stream and then it gets muted, I really do apologize, but I can't really avoid copyright, it seems, with this world. So what we are going to do, we are going to be completing Atlantica, then we are going to be heading back to Olympus Coliseum and completing the new Coliseum Cup. For those curious, I actually did kind of have something very interesting happen recently, where I actually graduated. Well, I didn't really graduate, I still have 2 classes to take in the fall, but I at least walked across the stage with my classmates, and yeah, I got there walking across stage. I participated in the graduation ceremony, and it was really the last time that I would have the opportunity to graduate, because I'm not planning on, at this moment, I'm not planning on getting any further degrees. I'm not going to go back and get my doctorate. I'm not going to go and get like any bachelor's, because I think I should have everything I need for what I want to do. But yeah, I did get my master. I did graduate with a master's in English with creative writing, even though I still have 2 classes left. As long as I don't completely fuck it up, as long as I do my work and put in an honest effort for what I'm trying to do, I should be able to pass everything and get my master's at the end of fall. So yeah, that's something new that's happening today. That happened yesterday, actually. My family actually came over, which was actually pretty interesting. I got to see my grandpa and my uncle Mike for the first time. If you are following me on Twitter, on my Twitter channel, on my Twitter account, Zach B, with a period after it, my name, or whatever you want to call that, is @zboy896, same name as my Twitch channel, but if you're searching for my account, just search @zboy896 and you should find my account. It's my Twitter account is has a picture of Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece as a profile picture. But I did post a tweet, and I'm planning on making a community post on YouTube where I'm gonna be sharing like a picture that my dad took of me with my mom, my grandpa, and my uncle Mike. So get prepared to see like a community post in the near future with me showing that. No Monstro, please, no Monstro. No Monstro, you dick! I just did Monstro, why am I really hate this world. It fucking sucks. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, there will be like a community post upgrade update. Uh, who are gonna share that picture that my dad took. I'm really kind of proud of that moment. The only problem that I have with that picture is I've been standing in 90-degree weather for 2 hours, waiting for the moment when I get to like sit down in the sit down in the chair rows and get ready to walk across the stage. I've been dressed in black jeans, a gray polo shirt, a black robe, and from like head to toe, and it really caused me to sweat buckets, and I actually took the time to gel up my hair. I'm gonna finish my thought before I disembark. I actually took the time to gel up my hair, and by the end of that, my hair was just completely wet with sweat. And in that picture, my cap was sliding off, so I really do apologize. I look like such a dork, but it's just my hair that just kind of got messed up because of all the sweat. But let's go ahead and disembark. I'm going to be muting the stream just in case. I can't remember if it opens with a cutscene or...
Come on, Sebastian.
Ariel, wait!
This is what will get me flagged.
Don't leave me behind!
Oh, relax, Sebastian. They don't look like one of them. Right, Flounder?
I don't know. There's something weird about them.
What do you mean? They do seem a little different. Where are you from?
We're from kind of far away. And we're not really used to these waters,
Oh, I see. In that case, Sebastian can show you how we swim around here.
Ariel! King Triton will not like this!
Oh, don't worry.
Okay, so I'm muting the stream once again because we are not in a cutscene. So, yeah. I always tend to be flagged at that part because I had a bright idea of having the theme of this world, which is a remix version of Under the Sea, play in that cutscene, and because of that, I always end up getting flagged. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're wondering why the stream was muted. I actually unmuted for that cutscene, but YouTube, because it's YouTube, most likely forced me to mute this cutscene because of copyright. So really do apologize. So for the duration of this world, unless we get into cutscenes, we will be or until we get to the bosses, we will be I can't think. We will be having this game muted. Okay, sometimes lock on just doesn't really work.
let's move on to self-defense.
Sebastian!
Eh? Class is over. Good luck.
Let's go ahead and fight. Now, to my knowledge, I don't think the battle scene is copyrighted. Excuse me, but it's gonna take me a lot of effort for me to be able to unmute everything but the combat. So. Okay, so let's go. We are going to be replacing Donald with Ariel. And let's go. So we are going to be lingering around in this first area. There's a lot of items we can get, so we're just going to be clearing the stuff out and just getting some items. We actually want to get like a decent amount of magical items. I think I may have like enough ethers already, but the first fight with Ursula does require use of magic, so. I will say that lock-on feature is really nice to have when you're in underwater combat. It makes things a lot easier. Honestly, trying to use the X and B button to swim up and down is honestly kind of annoying, if I'm going to be honest here. Simply because of the fact that it's better to use lock-on, is more consistent to use lock-on. It's honestly really kind of annoying if you continuously try and manually like swim up and down into different elevations to deal damage to these Heartless, when it's just easier to just do lock-on feature because you automatically swim towards them. The only difference is, as you might have noticed with Flounder, we actually couldn't, when he was at a certain elevation, so I had difficulties. So I had difficulties like getting to a specific, being able to deal like a specific, getting up to a specific elevation without essentially just being stuck, I guess. So that's really the only downside. Got a mega potion from them, which is nice. I will say also something interesting also happened where apparently, according to my dad, I'm actually something called summa cum laude, which is finishing graduation with in the 95th percentile of your class, which is top 5% of your class. Which is something that I never even knew was a thing, but apparently the specific sash that I was wearing was signifying that I was summa cum laude. Apparently I may actually get like a certificate from them. I'm not sure. I'm gonna need to talk to my instructors. So things are kind of looking up for me. Also, just now that I'm done with classes, there's going to be a slight change to my overall schedule for this channel. I'm still going to be streaming on the weekend as per usual, but every Tuesday and Thursday I'm going to be dedicating time to working on this series, this Kingdom Hearts series, until we get the series completed. We will also be dedicating, I want to spend like Monday and Wednesday. Oh, we already got that, never mind. I want to spend Monday and Wednesday writing my book, and I want to try and finish the first draft by the time school starts in the fall. And if I can get the first draft finished, then I can by the start of fall, then I can focus all my attention on getting the editing finished and hopefully have it published by the end of fall or the beginning of spring. And this will be the first book I will have published, and I want to make sure that it is done right. I don't want to have like an instance where there's any issues with it. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to publish it with it essentially half finished. I'm planning on having it looked at by an editor. I'm planning on paying like a couple $100. Maybe I think it's like $200 or $500 or whatever is what people normally charge. Planning on paying an editor to look through my book and just make sure there is nothing wrong with it. But yeah, it's as I stated in the past when I was last talking about my book, once part 2 is finished, I'm gonna be creating another episode as part of the Dim Saga playlist. We're gonna be going over like the angels of heaven and sort of like the faction of the Hyde Agency, which is like the sort of like the quote unquote good guys of my series. So if anyone is interested in that type of thing, if anyone is interested and want to know more about the world that I am creating, just be aware that when my part 2 is finished, there will be another video kind of talking about the lore and the factions of my world. And once I finish part 3, I'm going to be making a video talking about the demons of the world. So, and when the book is actually published, I will be creating like unique character bios for the specific characters. And, I will be kind of discussing like certain like concepts that may not be made clear, and I feel like that if I were to do this, oh wait,
That was too close. As long as I have my trident, I will not tolerate those creatures inside this palace.
Daddy?
Oh, Ariel, when will you listen? It's dangerous out there. Strange creatures lurk outside.
Behold, you swim before the ruler of the seas, His Majesty King Triton.
And who are they?
They helped us fight off those creatures.
They don't look familiar.
We're from an ocean very far away.
Yup, we came to find the keyhole.
The what?
What's that?
Well, it's a...
There's no such thing, certainly not here.
But Daddy...
Ariel, not another word. You are not to leave the palace. Is that clear? Perhaps I'm being too strict. I'm just concerned for her safety.
Of course, Your Majesty. But I must admit, now I'm quite curious about this keyhole.
That need not concern you, Sebastian. Have you anything to report?
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto.
I knew it. That sea witch is up to no good again. A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing.
Yes, she poses serious danger.
And I told you to keep Ariel away from such danger, did I not?
Your Majesty, please,
All right, so that may actually be another cutscene that is actually unfortunately licensed, and will give me flagged for copyright because once again, the song "Under the Sea" was the remix of the song "Under the Sea" was playing in the background. So that does give me flagged for copyright. I do apologize. That does cause the cutscene to be muted. I'm not in control of the mute. YouTube is. I specifically unmuted it to avoid copyright. So if anyone really has a problem, if anyone just wonders, if anyone wonders what was happening, I muted the cutscene. I did not mute the cutscene. I specifically unmuted. YouTube muted the cutscene because I was playing Under the Sea. So I'm really the Wonderland, not Wonderland. What is it called? Atlantica and Halloween Town is probably the more annoying worlds in this game. Is really because of the fact that they do remixes of songs that are just heavily copyrighted. This is the only two worlds that really have problems with copyright. So, really do apologize. So there are some chests we can get in this area. I'm gonna find them. There it is. There's one. I think there's one more. There's two. And it's on page. We don't have to come back for that.
Impudent fools will never find the keyhole. But the girl could prove useful, and I've got the heartless on my side. Triton, my old friend, your day is coming.
Come on. Hey, we got level up max HP. Very nice. I believe we're level 28 now. So we need to grab the dolphins. We're gonna wait here until he comes back. Oh wait, I don't think it's actually this area where we need to do this. Yeah, it's actually a different place. Okay, then we'll go back. There was a dolphin I saw go through here. I know I saw a dolphin. Is he gonna come back? Oh, let's just go. I know that's probably not the dolphin we want, but... Area got level? After we clear these heartless, we're just gonna be hanging on this overhang until the dolphin comes back. There we go. So I do want to make sure that I do have arrow on. Hit those shard, nice. God damn it. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was literally not expecting to. Usually I get like a call like, whenever my family is gonna be on loading a couple of groceries. I never actually got that call, or if I did, my phone didn't go off. I did actually make the effort and put it on off, take it off of vibrate. So also I realized that I said that I was gonna unmute for the boss, but I don't really consider this to be a boss. It's not really that difficult. Can you drop 3 items? Oh, here it is. So there are some things we can get in this area, so let's go ahead and try and get it. There's a chest in here. Get the elixir, that's nice to have. Got a mithril shard, is there any more chests? Hey, let's go back. We're going back to not Ursula's grotto. We're going back to Ariel's grotto. I literally didn't even know that shark could spawn here, but I'm not gonna fight him again. Yeah, let's go. This event is supposed to be a rare spawn. I don't know why we're getting it every single time we come in here. Oh, there's just we missed. Make a potion? That's nice.
Ariel, you've disobeyed me again. I told you not to leave the palace.
Daddy, no! How could you?
Young man, you're not from another ocean. You're from another world, aren't you?
Huh?
Then you must be the key bearer.
How did you know?
You may fool Ariel, but you can't fool me. You don't know your dorsal fin from your tail. As the key bearer, you must already know one must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
Of course I know that, but
You have violated this principle. The key bearer shatters peace and
Damn it.
brings ruin.
Oh, Sora's not like that.
I thank you for saving my daughter, but there is no room in my ocean for you or your key.
My, the poor child suffers such deep sorrow. What a pity. If only there was something we could do. Wait, maybe she can be of some help. Yes, maybe she can be of some help to you.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, she would surely help you. She'd make all your dreams come true. Ursula can help.
You called, my dear?
You're Ursula. Well, I was just wondering if...
It's all right. Helping others is what I live for. Let me guess. You wish to see other worlds. That shouldn't be too hard. After all, your new friends came from another world.
What?
But they had special help. That mysterious key. Now, cheer up, sweetie. You have something special too.
Huh?
Now listen carefully.
So, let me go ahead and try and address what happened, because this is actually going to probably take a moment for me to explain. When I was fighting the shark, my dad called me and pretty much like yelled from the other room, saying that my mom's home, she needs help with the groceries. So I go down, I pause, I end the recording, I go downstairs to help unpack, and then which mom was already like almost finished, so I was just brought in the last few things, and then I went back upstairs and continued recording. Then in that cutscene, Dad calls me again, telling me I need to help Mom out, even though I already did. So what I was trying to do was mute my mic and tell my dad, who is in the other room, like, so he is separated by 3 walls and 2 doors. Wait, well, technically it's 3 walls. 1, 2, 3, but there's 2 doors technically between us. A door along the hallway and another door. And I Yo, I was meaning to mute my mic, but I ended up muting the stream on accident. I essentially yelled at my dad to say, I'm recording. And then when I realized I essentially yelled with my mic catching it, I had to like go out and just tell my dad that I already helped him out, helped mom out, and then I looked back and my mic was still catching audio. So now one of the things I'm going to have to do in editing is to try to like cut it out, because I know for a fact that me shouting at my dad may not like go over that well. But just to clarify, there may be some people that may just look at that if I leave it as is. There will be some people that will think, oh, he's being disrespectful, oh, he's doing this, oh, he's doing that. I have the utmost respect for my parents, but at the same time, they often just kind of underestimate like how much work I'm putting into this channel, and sometimes they don't really see the value of me doing something like this. When talking to their friends, they always say that, oh, I just sit on my ass playing video games late at night or whatever, and it's just really pissing me off because my dad did this recently with when I was having dinner with my family. Oh wait.
Behold, they seek is somewhere in the palace. Now, my dear, if you can take me there without your daddy knowing, I can help you get to these other worlds you long for.
So as I was saying, recently when I had dinner with my family before I left to go to graduation, my dad said that recently my mom kind of had like an issue with where she had like a wrong dose. Her doctors kind of gave her suggested for the wrong dose of medication, and her body couldn't handle the dose that her doctor prescribed. So she was hospitalized for 2 days, and when she first started feeling symptoms of the issue with the med, she woke me up at 8 o'clock in the morning after I've been unable to fall asleep until 4 o'clock in the morning, so I got like 4 hours of sleep. And I was really tired. Mom was just asking for a thermostat, and I said, oh, it's in your bathroom, I didn't touch it. And then I just went back to sleep. I just assumed that she was sick with a stomach flu or something. Turns out she was actually having the effects of her meds that was actually these wrong effects, not the like desired effects or whatever. And I'm really just fighting all these hurdles just so I can like get through this thought. And she ended up getting mad at me because she thought that I didn't care about her, even though she's like, I didn't like ask her what's wrong. I didn't try and help her out. I just kind of went back to sleep and just essentially ignored her because I just was so tired. I was like a zombie when she woke me up. But then she was hospitalized the next day, and turns out I realized it was more serious than I initially thought. But when we were having dinner with my family, just going to finish the thought because we're about to encounter a cutscene. When we were having dinner with my family, my dad was telling the story to my grandpa and my uncle, saying that I was tired because I spent all night playing video games. That is bullshit. For 3 days in a row leading up to my finals on Monday, I have been having issues with insomnia where I've been unable to fall asleep until 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on 3 different sleeping pills. I literally cannot sleep without my meds, and whenever there's an event of some stress that I am worried about, like finals, it just prevents me from falling asleep. Now, what I had a problem with, and this is something that Dad always does that pisses me off is he always tells his friends that and just insinuates that I'm just doing nothing when I'm playing video games. People over or underestimate, undervalue whatever the hard work and dedication that goes into video games. Beating a game like Diablo is very impressive. Beating a game like World of Warcraft is very impressive. But you know what's even more impressive? Here, let me go ahead and show you something. Anyone can beat the story of a game. The people that stand out are the people that 100% the game. The people that get all of the achievements in the game. That is more impressive than people that just complete the story. That's more impressive than people that literally just bum rush the story, and it really pissed me off whenever my family insinuates that I'm doing nothing when I'm playing video games, and that's what my dad went to. That just kind of pissed me off. But that's kind of the problem I have with my family, is they just don't seem to, they're not willing to acknowledge like the amount of work I'm putting into it. They talk about like how helpful it would be for me to have this channel, but they don't really understand like the amount of work I put into this. Like the fact that I'm setting time aside to work on a series that I could have easily have streamed, but I'm choosing to do like an episodic series instead. And the amount of work I'm putting into my YouTube channel, the amount of time I'm dedicating to my Twitch streaming, it shows how committed I am to this, and my family just doesn't really acknowledge that, and it just really frustrates me.
The trident is mine at last, and I couldn't have done it without your help, my dear.
Ursula, no! I didn't want this!
Why not? Aren't you tired of following your dear daddy's orders? Oh, yes. We had a deal, didn't we? Time for a little journey to the dark world of the Heartless.
We cannot find the keyhole.
What?
The keyhole is not here.
What?
I love that voice line.
Why, we have company. I'm afraid you're a little late, handsome.
Daddy!
The trident. We must get it back.
Come on, let's go.
Wait. I'm going with you. My father is hurt and it's all my fault. I have to stop Ursula.
That's right. I'm right behind you, Ariel.
Alright, so once again, we are going to be facing Donald with Ariel, and there is something that I do want to do. I want to customize and replace Fire with Blizzard. And we are also going to put on ethers. I don't want to use the lasers because I would rather save those until I actually need it. So let me just go ahead and I just want to apologize if people kind of had a problem with me just venting about like issues with my family. It may be like something that people don't really care about, but I do kind of apologize for just kind of bringing that up. I do realize that talking about like issues with family is sometimes can be a loaded question, but it is something that just has been on my gripe list, I guess, for a while, and I do apologize for venting. But I just want to clarify that if you ever hear me, like in a live stream or in a recording, if you ever hear me just yell at my dad, I'm raising my voice. If it comes out, if I ever have moments when I'm unable to edit it out, if I ever have moments where I raise my voice, I raise my voice so my dad can hear me, like in the other room. I'm not trying to I'm not trying. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not like. It's not like I'm saying, "Hey, f you, Dad. You don't. Uh, I can't believe you're doing this or whatever." Blah 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 blah. I'm not raising my voice to be disrespectful. I'm raising my voice so he can hear me. He's in the other room, and I don't want to have to like leave my room just to have to come back because I'm on the second floor. I have to leave my room, and oftentimes my dad is downstairs. Uh, if I have to leave my room and my dad is downstairs, then God, you suck. Then I have to like go back upstairs when I'm done talking to him, and it's just if he can hear me like from the other room, then great. But I had to wait for the dolphin again. So I just wanted to address that because I know people may just like hear like someone raise their voice talking to your dad as like being having like a disrespectful tone or whatever. I'm literally my dad is often downstairs in the living room. So he probably can't hear me if I talk in a normal speaking voice and if I'm streaming and he calls me saying, "Oh, I need to do something," I can't do anything about it until I can't do anything about it until I can't do anything about it until my until I either pause the live stream or pause recording and actually talk to my dad. So, and another level up for sword, max AP. I do acknowledge that people may consider that what I'm saying, what I'm doing is disrespectful, but it's really not my intention. Now, there is something that I learned from my proud playthrough. That's like a mechanic that I never actually knew was a thing. And the thing that I figured out was you can actually spam the same magic and you'll destroy the cauldron faster and be able to like get some hits on Ursula. That's something I never even knew was a thing. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So that's why I quit Blizzard. For those curious, how I thought the fight worked, the cauldron emits like specific colors. It goes from red to yellow to blue. So I thought you had to cast like magic corresponding to those colors, but glad to be wrong.
Your time has come!
So much easier. There we go.
Ah. You'll pay for this.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put on that ability, Mermaid Kick. Now we can access Ursula's thing. We are going to save once again, and we're going to be changing up our items. I think I'm going to put on potions in place of ethers. We're going to have 2 ethers and 2 potions. But I do apologize if you hear dogs barking. I really can't do anything about that right now, so... Actually, let's go ahead and change up our items first. There we go. Let's go ahead and save. And let's go ahead and face Ursula.
You pathetic fools! I rule the seas now. The sea and all its spoils bow to my power!
So we're gonna cast Arrow right at the bat. So much easier than I'm proud, I'll tell you that. Come on.
This won't be pretty.
So close. There we go, strength up. Nice. That will probably get me flat for copyright. I do apologize for that. I thought it was a cutscene. And we got Thundara. We answered report 3. Don't really care about that. Let's go ahead and return to Ariel's Grotto. We will seal the keyhole and we will head to Olympus Coliseum and do this next Coliseum challenge.
Tell me, Sora, your world, what's it like?
Oh, about that. Sorry for lying to you.
It's okay. Besides, if you can travel to other worlds, maybe I can too. So many places I want to see. I know I'll get there someday. I'll find a way, somehow. I'm sure of it.
Well, if you find it, do me a favor and leave me out of it.
Oh, that was fun. Grab Cloud Keyblade that we cannot equip. Let's go ahead and go to the save point in the castle or whatever you want to call it, and then we will go to whatever it's called, Olympus Coliseum. We will do the next Coliseum challenge, and we will save and exit the live stream. Save in the video, I should say. So used to live streaming, it's just second nature of me saying in the live stream. But on the bright side, Olympus Coliseum. Getting my worlds mixed up. Atlantica is now done. Go into the Gummy ship. We will unmute and go to Olympus Coliseum. Let's add 9 waves plus boss wave. I think this is one where we fight Cloud as a mid-boss, so that'll be fun. Just as a quick reminder for anyone that may be just watching this for their first episode of the series, because I know there are people that literally tune in to like episode like 5 or whatever because it just shows up on the recommended page or something. For the series, I should address this a lot sooner actually. I should probably get a habit of addressing this at the beginning of each recording, but for this live stream series, we cannot change like the equipment of any kind. We cannot change any new equipment. We cannot change any new accessories. We are forced to we're essentially forced to use a basic keyblade and its basic accessories. So yeah, that's why we have a default King Key and Major Staff. Hero Shield, I think, is Goofy's starter one. I will say, a part of me, like one of my least appealing parts of myself, I guess I'll say, is my pessimism, and I do kind of have a recurring thought, like, what if for some reason we don't actually get this achievement, even though we did the entire playthrough without changing armor or accessories and weapons, and it's possible. I keep on thinking, like, what if there's like a thing where the same thing happens with my beating the sequence 7. Same thing happens with beating sequence 7, where I essentially am unable to get the achievement for there we go, max AP. Essentially, I'm unable to get the achievement for beating the game without changing accessories because of a glitch in the achievement thing. If that happens, probably just gonna have to like do another recording series, as much as I don't want to. Probably gonna give this another solid run, solid another attempt. I'm probably just gonna label this as failed series. But I'm still thinking about just leaving it up. I'm not planning on like getting rid of the things. It may still be helpful for people. I'm so used to. I'm so used to having a heal on it. I need to change that. There we go. We finally got him. I thought for sure we were gonna face Cloud by now. Maybe it's a different cup. Oh, maybe Cloud is in the final cut, the Hercules Cup. Maybe in this one, just finally on Yuffie. that it? Gonna focus on Yuffie first.
Heal. Come and get it. Is that supposed to hurt?
Come on!
It's over. Get this. Now you got my It's over. It's over.
Come on!
It's over.
Come on!
There we go.
It's over. No way.
There we go. We got him.
We did it!
We're the champs!
So we just have one more. You just have one more cup to get before we get the next. Strike Ray is actually a really good ability. Before we get the next ability, the yellow trendy, I mean. Let's go ahead and save, and we will end recording. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Oh, before I forget, next time we're gonna be completing Halloween Town, so stay tuned for that.